Let's take a look at this process in action in the next demo. So in this demo, I'm going to show you how we can authenticate from the client-side code, so from the Angular code into our API. Now, there's going to be a two-step process because first we need to get access to the authentication token, the bearer token that will be sent back from the API. That token we can then use in subsequent requests to authenticate to our API and get a JSON response. So let me show you the calls that will actually take place. First is going to be an authentication call. We are going to do a post, and we're going to do that to, in this case, our localhost /API/tokenauth/authenticate. In the headers, we need to specify that the content type will be application JSON, and the app.tenantID header should also be set to 1. Now I do need to add here that the multi-tenancy for this to work needs to be disabled, but we already did that earlier in this course. In the body, we will then send over the JSON containing the username and the password. And that's what you see here. I'm sending username or email address, set that to admin, and then the password, that's the password that I have changed earlier in this module. Okay, let's send that post request. And we are getting back a result that contains an access token. That is the access token that our Angular code is going to use for subsequent requests to the API. And we can test that out as well. Let's copy that token here. And I'll go to my test API call here. Of course, what I'm going to show you here will work with just any API call. I've selected the get users call that will basically return me a list of all registered users on the site. I need to add more headers. Again, the app.tenantID is required, and then the authorization will contain the bearer token. And that needs to be in the format bearer, then a space, and then the actual bearer value. I'll paste in the new value of the bearer token. Hit enter, and now I can click on send. And there we go. We see the result coming back from the API call. And remember, this call required me to be authenticated. That's why I needed to send in that bearer token. And what I've shown you here is the exact same way that the Angular code will use to communicate with my API.